We found a guy who spent a whole year doing an experiment. He found out that police are racist. I know. It turns out they're killing them out there. They're killing people who aren't white. I mean, yeah, that's what I think. That's what he is trying to prove. I mean, well, we'll break it down.
He's dropping F-bombs over here. I'm gonna start dropping F-bombs. Listen to this. Fart you, fart here.
That's not how F-bombs are dropped, you idiot.
Oh, come on, Shake.
Oh, the fart it is, farter. Fart all y'all. Y'all go fart yourself.
We didn't even do nothing. Well, you think you're tough. You look so tough now, little nigga. Hate you black bastards. You stink. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pants. I hate black pepper. I hate black keys on the piano. I hate my gums because they black. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. Ah! And most of all, I hate that black-ass Wesley Snipes.
Know what these are?
Oh, great. A fucking quiz. Yeah, it's just what we fucking need today, asshole. No, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you do.
I can already tell I hate this motherfucker. Oh, I know you ain't gonna pull this shit. Oh, let me guess. You're gonna get all self-righteous as shit, aren't you? And you're gonna make yourself look like a fucking idiot at the same time. Right?
License plate tabs. These are mine from a year ago.
I mean, you're already kind of big theatrical in a way. So, and you're not, I don't think you're really like, under oath. You know, I mean, like, you could say that the mayor or the commissioners or whatever are evil fucking scumbags at these things. And they really think, I mean, so you could just like say that they're yours. I don't know. It also could be for a car that you own that you never drive. I mean, that's kind of the thing is I got to take your word. I'm going to need more information because this is kind of like how you set up something. It's like you decided, how am I going to get the outcome I want? It's a control drama. That's really all this is a control drama. You're trying to elicit an outcome, but making it look like, well, let's see what happens. I do that shit all the time. I even fucking cheat myself on that.
When I decided to start an experiment to see how long I, as a white dude, could drive around without them and not get pulled over.
Was Doc Brown with you? That you could drive around as a white dude? Now, here's the thing. It's almost like this just seems rather like you put a lot of work into controlling this message. I can already tell that a lot of people are going to miss all the little pieces, and they're going to be like, yeah, like totally, he's a fucking hero. And it's like, yeah, I don't think you understand certain background. See, you don't take people's word for things. There's a certain information I already know that I don't think he does or y'all know. So let's check it out.
Last year, working all the way across town 5 days a week, driving through 4 or 5 different police jurisdictions, I was never stopped or questioned once.
Okay, you see, now you're creating like this drama in the narrative that's not required. Here's the thing: is because the fact that you're trying to sell a certain emotional reaction to this, and you're trying to elicit an outcome or a response that you wanted, not only in your experiment, but even in how you're reporting your experiment. I was never pulled over or questioned once. It's like, yeah, there's a reason for that. You know, it's like, let me give you a story. My father was one of the all-time grand national champions of DUIs. Seriously, he's got several DUIs in the two states. Like, we lived in Charlotte, so North Carolina, South Carolina. You know, and he was in DC for just 1 year and got one there. And I don't know how he didn't go to prison for that shit. You know, I really don't. But the thing is he still drove. It was just a real hassle. But here's the thing: that man has not had well, actually, he had an illegitimate driver's license for a while. He was from D.C. and he moved back to D.C. and his brother was a year younger than him, and when he was like 16 or something or 17, he moved out west, and he's lived in California ever since. And he never even got an ID or a driver's license, you know, in District of Columbia. Or Maryland or Virginia. So he went down there with his brother's birth certificate, Social Security card, got one, got his picture, Uncle Doug's name. I mean, my dad's been dead for almost 20 years, so yeah, go dig him up and charge him for it. Go ahead. I forgot to make sure I came back around at this one point. Now, my father died in 2009, October of 2009. And he had not had a legal driver's license with his name on it since 1982. He had a illegitimate driver's license. That was a District of Columbia driver's license, because when he went down there, he was only a few years younger than me, I think, when he went down there. He was like maybe 40, I'm 50, I think he was like 47, 48, something like that. And they asked him, sir, you're 47 years old and you've never had a driver's license? And he said, well, I mean, you know, he showed a birth certificate. See, I was born here. You know, I grew up in Bowie. You know, that's just outside of D.C., Maryland. And he goes, yeah, I mean, I've just always, you know, worked in the city, and you know, I've never needed a car before, but now, you know, they gave me a promotion where they want me to travel. I was like, well, you know what? I guess, you know, it's never too late to learn. And they're like, okay, as long as it's something that's not like completely like it can't be a fucking like a cartoon fairy tale thing. That's plausible. It just has to be plausible, okay? Not probable, just plausible. So yeah, he had not had driver's since 1982. I mean, other than that one, he had a illegitimate driver's license. And the thing is, though, he got pulled over a couple times with that. They don't know he's not him. It's his picture. It's a legitimate issued from the government driver's license. Yeah, it was slick like that, though. Here's the thing. That's how bad he was, is that he only had that for like a year or something. And I want to say that's why he left D.C. was because he got a DUI with Doug's, you know, driver's license. And then, well, when that happened, he just, you know, cut up the driver's license and, you know, gave back all the documents to my grandmother. And he went back to Charlotte. He's like, well, I guess I'm me again, you know. But, yeah, that's why I know things. That's why I know things. So when you say he didn't get pulled over, it's like, yeah, I know why. It's months. I think that's what it is. Well, sort of. We're getting back to that. Actually, you couldn't even do that. We cremated his son of a bitch. But no, he got DUIs to the point where, you know, I don't know how he could go years without being pulled over. Not once. And here's the thing. Every once in a while he would get pulled over, and he's so good. He was such a smart motherfucker. I mean, he could figure out how to, you know, get over the, you know, whole severe, you know, alcoholism thing, you know, and especially, you know, be smart to figure out how to at least, you know, get home. But no, he would get, every once in a while, get pulled over for something stupid, like, like a tail light, being out. Like one time he got pulled over for one of his tails being out. He goes, "Are you shitting me?" And he just grabs the door, opens the thing. He's driving his Caprice Classic. This is like in the early 90s, It's about a 4 or 5 year old car, so it wasn't like old. It wasn't brand new, but it was in real good shape. He goes back, you shitting me? That fucking thing's out. He goes, "Hold on." And he opens the door, and he says, the cop's like, "Well, and he's just like, "Man, I just put one in there last week, and it's like, God damn it, I knew I should have got two. I replaced that one, I forgot." And it's like, and that's actually logical, because people know that when you replace one side of your taillight bulb, you should do both, because they both last about the same amount of time. Usually, maybe a few weeks or a few months, but yeah. And he goes, "Well, I appreciate that, man. I'll make sure I'll stop off, at the parts store in Napa or something, get one on my way home. Thank you, sir." He just goes, and the guy's like, "Okay." Never asked for an ID. Never asked. Never said what. He always said that, your taillight's out. And they go, "Really?" He's like, the only thing is if they start with that, if you let them go, they might, ask you for an ID. And he ain't got one. So he gonna get arrested. And that's why he's got the really good AAA, he's got the AAA plus or something, because they'll tell you up to like 200 miles or something, as many times you want a year. And so he'll get that, and then what'll happen is he'll pick up the cell phone and he'll call, and say he needs a tow truck right now, so it doesn't get impounded. And or he used to use that just to get away from getting one every once in a while. So him saying he drove around you drove a whole year? I went like fucking 12 years without getting pulled over, not one time. You know how many times I let my insurance lapse? Oh God, man, that was crazy days back in Georgia. Holy shit. We were wild. Here's the thing. When he had that Caprice, he registered it. He bought the car in Savannah, but he mostly lived in Charlotte and DC when he owned it. But he had a Georgia license plate on it, and on the bottom of the license plate, it says Chatham County, because he lived in Savannah for like a year or two when he bought it. And Georgia has this thing where they, for a long time, had their system set up to where you didn't know whether the tag was expired or not. It actually was this. Even if the systems were to say it was expired, as long as you have the sticker on there, they won't pull you over. They figure there's either there's something, a jinx in the system, or they just. I want to say that Dad said that sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. That their system was kind of so archaic that they literally were still one of those states that when you get pulled over, they'll ask you for your driver's license and your registration. If you notice, they don't ask you for their registration anymore. You know why? Because if they're pulling you over, they're running your tag. Because they have a whole, dude, I've got a $3,000 fucking, PC right here in this little goddamn small form factor case, that could do some amazing shit. And then I got this little fucking portable computer I take with me everywhere. And guess what? Cops got them too. Matter of fact, they've had them for a long time. You didn't get pulled over because of scamots. I don't know. Well, let me give you the context for scamots. Hold on a second.
I bet those cops have got SCMOTs.
SCMOTs?
State County Municipal Offender Data System.
Elwood, we show your license currently under suspension. Step out of the car, please.
You're gonna
put me right back in the joint.
They're not gonna catch us. We're on a mission from God.
But please do keep telling us that there's no racial or class bias in policing.
Yeah, they tell us that. I mean, we don't believe them, but they do tell us that. That's just kind of like the whole thing with being people, you know. I mean, now I'm neurospicy. I'm on the spy spectrum, you know. So yeah, I would tell you. Oh no, they're killing them motherfuckers all the time. Yeah, they're getting away with it too. I mean, well, they can, you know. Yeah, there is definitely a bias, but the way that you went around trying to this is obviously a bias because I didn't put this sticker that I didn't need to put on there. Therefore, you know, they didn't attack me for not having the sticker. It's like, yeah, that doesn't really jive, dude. What the fuck is the matter with you? God.
I bet if I started riding my bike around with a gun on me, nobody would call.
Nope. Knock yourself out, sport. I don't fucking care.
But in the past couple of years, GRPD has killed on 2 out of 3 calls for simply being black and having a firearm.
Now, did you check to make sure that they put that sticker on their tag? That might have been part of it too. 2 out of 3. Are you saying that 66% of calls to black people who possess a gun get killed? I mean, that's pretty high. I just feel like you're cooking a book. I mean, because you already have. See, this is why you make liberals look bad.
Supposedly, in a state where that in itself is not illegal.
Wait a minute. It's not illegal to own a gun or possess a gun. Or, I mean, that doesn't necessarily matter that it's, you know, you could have a gun or whatever. Like here in Vermont, it's almost like you could just go buy one like a hardware store and just take it home. It's like people who should not have them could get them here. And this is the most liberal fucking progressive state in the country. So yeah, there's all kinds of contradictions in people's logic. I'm not sure what you're getting at with that one. I just think you're kind of pathetic. Because, like, I don't own a gun, never have. I mean, I borrowed them. I mean, if I was going to shoot somebody, I'd use somebody else's. Why would I use my own? I mean, that don't make no sense. I mean, I've never owned one though. You know, I've never, you know, been up, you know, yeah, guns, man, makes my dick feel hard, big, like a black guy's, you know. So yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not into the whole. See, that's the thing. This is like alpha progressivism, and I'm sigma. Everything, like I just find. You know who he looks like? He looks like the man. You know that when in Don't Be Miss South Central while sipping on your juice in the hood. There was that scene. The man. And he looks like a doughy version of that. I don't blame him.
Hey, fool, wasn't me. I ain't hurt nobody.
Catch.
The man.
I'm not impressed though, because they didn't make any sense. They didn't pull you over, okay, but how does that lead you into all this other shit? Why do you have to steal thunder from people who are disadvantaged when you obviously are proving that, you know, they don't fuck with you because you're so advantaged? Like, yeah, that's obvious. So it's like you can't be both, you know, because that's kind of the things I see with a lot of this kind of progressive, you know, outrage kind of thing. They're killing black. You're the whitest motherfucker I ever seen, and you have the nerve to come down here and act all, you know, they're killing black people. It's like, yeah, they've been doing that for dude, I'm from down south, trust me. I say shit you do not want to fucking. I've heard stories that would probably make you realize that you probably shouldn't be talking right now in a public place. I've heard them from the people who've committed them, and I've heard them from the people who have had shit committed against them, or from the people who got revenge on the people who committed against them. It's a rough place. Well, it's got a rough history. And let me tell you something. That history doesn't really go away totally. They just kind of, agree to disagree, but, keep a mutual respect boundary. And if someone crosses it, shit gets ugly. And this is why it bothers me with progressives the way they are. It's like, I think you're full of shit. If you're not full of shit, then oh my God, you're pathetically fucking stupid. Here's your Dunning-Kruger Award, you fucking moron. Oh, and everyone else, say hi to your mama and for me. Love y'all, bye.
I just want to tell you all, go fuck yourself. Oh, shit. Go fuck yourself.
I do not freebase cocaine.